Hello there, Simon Craig here, and I've been venturing into LARP kit. This video is mainly to test out how PlastiKote works on EVA foam. This plastic spray paint, I understand, does go on a lot quicker and easier than latex. So I thought I'd experiment first with a small piece of armour that I'll make and put a bit more work into it than I originally intended, and made a science fiction Vambrace. I made this Vambrace in a similar way to how I made the previous Vambrace. However, instead of taping it down, when I was rolling up the foam, I then put it in this tube and heated it up a bit more, and I left it in here a bit to cool down. This meant the surface of the foam wasn't damaged by the tape. Here we have it. We have a science fiction Vambrace. And I've got two different kinds of foam on here. I've got some rough part where the glue went a bit wrong. I've put some decorator's caulk in this section to see how this paints over. And I've coated the elbow end with PVA glue, or wood glue as it's also known. Do you call it something else where you live? And then I gave it a few coats with PlastiKote. A few coats of paint later. And this is how it is so far. Right then, the parts where the paint was the most difficult were the parts where I had cut the foam, and those surfaces, for example. That, yes, the PVA glue does seem to have helped a lot with helping the paint to take. I've done another little test here. The front half of this pointy bit of foam I've treated with the heat gun slightly to seal it. You can see where it's shinier. The left side I've daubed with PVA glue, one coat. Then one good paint of PlastiKote, and this is the result. There's barely any, if any, difference where I've sealed it with the heat gun. And where the PVA glue was, the paint seems to have taken a lot better. I suggest with this plastic paint, a PVA coat is a good thing. I used decorator's caulk on a small part to smooth out the join, and that doesn't seem to have a problem at all. That's quite nice, thank you very much. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm going to do a dark wash on top of this and stuff it up with a bit of silver. For the dark wash, I took some black acrylic paint and watered it down a lot. Then slushed it right in the crevices and used a tissue to wipe it off the surface. So it looks like dirt has got right in all the crevices. Then I took some silver paint and I put a bit more on than I usually do, and I highlighted the areas where the item may have got scuffed and made it look all worn and scratched. And here we have it. The paint, the silver I've put on quite thickly to make it look battered about a bit. Where the hot glue had accidentally damaged the foam, it looks like rust is bubbling up through the paint. I think this is quite a nice effect. For use with live action roleplay, I think this is quite a sturdy finish. However, it isn't quite as elastic and does seem to wrinkle a little bit, and it does seem to wrinkle a little bit. I think that its lifespan will be a little bit limited, but it was a very quick way of making a coated item. I've got a slot here which can take a torch, or this little book reading torch. Fits nicely in there. You think I've almost made this slot to measure. here we have my phone can go in the top. So here we have it. I've got loads of other videos to watch. Check out my channel. If you want to see the new ones when they come out, subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye. I understand this is called a pit boy in some circles. I think it's just a